Okay then, I'm here for it. Hey, check it out. This is gonna highlight some of the fighters real quick. So of course, I like to start my usual gratitude. Of course, hope you took the time to thank your high creator, God, Allah, Yahweh, whatever name you want to call him. What else didn't be appealing for you? Hope you took that time. Acknowledge him. Acknowledge what the yes, the no's, the doors open, the doors closed. And just somewhere you are in your life, because a lot of our arrogance and our pride come from us forgetting when how far we came. Last year, last month, yesterday, you wanted this very thing, what you have in your life, that car, that relationship, that marriage, that child, that status. And you got that right now. And yet, here we are. So this is a thought. I do want to touch on how I see a lot of fighters from all different disciplines have a tendency to perpetuate on how great they are. Everybody's a beast. Everybody's a dog. Everybody's on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. They going nuts. Cash shoes, that's them. They doing all of this stuff. They looking the part. They walking the part. They chewing gum. They doing the videos. Work ethic, where? At all. They don't understand. Ones don't understand how important the fight game is. It don't matter what level you on. First off, your work ethic speaks for itself. How consistent you are, not how talented you are. It does not mean skip running. Don't mean skip conditioning. Doesn't mean skip calisthenics, plyometric, unilateral training, metabolic training, strength training. None of that. Nope. But yet, everybody's doing the videos, wearing expensive gear. But when they get out there, they get exposed. A lot of them don't have that like they think they get. Oh, I get hard. You fought people in your backyard. Great. You knocked the people out of the bar. That don't mean anything. You fight a guy with a trained fighter, you can't throw a jab properly, you get tired too fast. You smoke a whole lot, drink a whole lot. You got 30, 45 seconds of aggression. And that's about it. And then once you get exposed, you lose. You want to put up a long post. I didn't want to say I'm sorry to everybody I let down because, I'm come back stronger. No, you didn't. He thought I was going to get a hype train. He thought he was going to have a Conor McGregor moment or a Floyd Mayweather moment or whoever's great in your life right now. And he was going to be the next big thing. He was going to get sponsors, endorsements, all because of who you are. Wrong. It don't work like that. Anything, just like you a lot of you fighters sound just as delusional as young men who just get that first job. They feel like that first job they should be making $30 to $40 an hour out the gate, working 20 hours a week. Dollars an hour. They feel like $15, $20 an hour is too small. But yet they don't have at all. They did nothing. They feel like that was enough. If showing up played a big difference in your life, imagine you being at school. You never put no work in, but you showed up. Guess what you're going to get when you walk across that stage? A perfect attendance. Not a degree. Message. Not a degree. And then on point, that's a fight game. We got all people circling us. Man, you're going to be the GOAT. You're going to be the next. In your city, there's about 50 to 60 people that's in your city. We're not even at all. A lot of you guys say I'm gonna be the best in the world, but you're the best in your neighborhood, in your city, region. But I'm finna jump to the nation. How? When a diamond has a diamond tester, gold, same thing being tested. But anything to know that it's real, guess what you gotta go through? A furnace. You ain't been tested. Here you go saying you FDA approved. Right. So much delusion. We doing it wrong. We're doing it wrong. We're doing everything against what actually counts. We can ban all the creatine, all the energy drinks. You got the jury on. You got the entourage. You don't got the long hours in though. Nah, none of that. You don't got the coaching, you don't got the conditioning, you don't have the discipline, you don't have the boundaries, none of that. But you automatically, you won one fight or maybe in the neighborhood or did something in practice, all of a sudden, you don't got to work as hard as everybody else. Michael Jordan was real great way back when, but they went against Detroit Pistons and they was the bullies. And he had the talent, but he didn't have the strength. So guess what he needed? I think it was Tim Grover, strength conditioning coach, to get him stronger so he can handle when he get bumped and pushed, he can still effectively score. A lot of us don't have the strength and conditioning to do that. We don't have the people to push us, to tell us what we're doing wrong, what we need to do better. We got everybody telling us you're doing right, you're killing it. You don't, because they riding your wave, because they want to get up there with you. They want the popularity too. They want to say, hey, I know such and such. That's my dude, right? That's what we want to do. So much of that. Anybody come around you, tell them what you need to improve on, man, you can't tell me nothing. And then you lose, and then you get hurt, and now you're depressed. Now you went on and alive yourself. Why? Because somebody was honest with you? Why? Because somebody redirected you? We're not good with structure. We're not good at mentors. We feel like we don't need everything. We don't go to social media wave, because you might probably met or heard of 2 or 3 people in the world, or 2 or 3% of the people in the world that done it like that, and you figure you're gonna be one of them. How? You don't even go to bed. You don't even have a routine when you go to bed. You don't have a routine when you get up. You don't even eat properly. You don't even study the game tapes. Nothing. You think you're just gonna pop out here and do what? Do what? Everything's gonna come at your doorstep. You are worthy. You are wrong. You are delusional. That's who you are. A lot of you guys have no discipline at all. Y'all say y'all think y'all beasts because I'll fight anybody. You're a brand. You're a brand. You'll fight anybody and then lose and then say, we had a war. A war. You got knocked out in 30 seconds. In 30 seconds. That was you. That wasn't a war. That wasn't begging. You was in a fetal position. You was getting up off your back every 45 seconds to a minute. Where's the war at? Now you want a rematch. Oh, that's your pride talking. Boy, you ain't got knocked out. They ain't finna. You're gonna get suspended based off of what just happened to you. You think you're gonna pop out and do what? Do better next time? Who gonna tell them? Who gonna tell them? Oh, and now then when you gotta lose too much, I'll be like, oh, it ain't in me no more. It was never in you. You was going for popularity status. You was going for your pride. You was going to obtain women that you couldn't obtain before. You was going to say that even though you failed as a father, even though you failed as a man of God, you failed at your job, even though you're basic in your community, look what I'm doing in the ring or the cage. You wasn't in it because you loved it. It wasn't a passion. Because if it was a passion, you wouldn't have set expectation. You just would have enjoyed the journey. You would have married the journey, not the roads. If the journey don't work out where you need to, you divorce it. Out the gate. Yeah, that's you. Boy, y'all be road running. Mimi, out of there. Your work ethic tells us who you are as a man, who you are as a friend, who you are as a person in relationships. It's the same thing. Believe it or not, it all correlates together. Pressure gets too much, you run the other way. Seem like it ain't moving the way you want it to do, you throw a hissy fit. If you have to do more than what's required, now you want to try something else. Y'all do that with jobs, y'all do that with friends. Y'all quick to snip, cut it. Them expectations way too high, you need to cut it. Right. Just a thought. Be mindful who you guys are around. And if you guys are not have nobody in your circle that's elevating you or pushing you to meet your goals, meet your standards, meet the expectations, meeting the deadline that you said you was going to do. You got people around you with a number of pom-poms, right? And they cheering for you. Boos don't win fights. Cheering don't win fights either. If you're tired, you're tired. This is not like the movies. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Jackie Chan, when something happened, all of a sudden you look and see, get a vision of something happening in your life, and all of a sudden you get stronger. All of a sudden the fatigue goes away. No, you still tired. Yeah, you still tired. and you're still gonna lose. I know we don't like hearing these type of conversations. We definitely don't, but yeah, yeah. You see that? You see that food? You made that. You're not gonna leave this table until you eat it. Yeah, you definitely not. Food for thought. Who hungry? Big business.